So welcome to watch the video of IP addressing. Here we are provided with a certain type of IP addresses with the subnet masking. Now we have to determine which class it should belong, then the number of subnet bits, then host bits, then number of subnets available, then the total number of hosts that we have to find out. Okay, so class means the IP address can be classified into classful addressing and classless addressing. So classful addressing, it's having various type of limitations. So we go with the classless addressing. So it is having the subnetting concept. So this slash in every IP addresses, the slash that represents the subnet masking. So the masking helps to identify the net ID and host ID. So here it can be that IP address can be represented with the help of binary representation and also dotted decimal representation. So we should identify whether it is a binary representation or dotted decimal. So here everything is a dotted decimal representation. So for example, we can take the first one 10.25.66.154. Okay, so we should convert them into a binary. Then we have to identify the IP addressing formats. Okay, so first we determine which class it should belong. Okay, so to determine the class, we are having several combinations. So if it belongs to class A means the first octet should belong 1 to 126. So class A comes under 1 to 126. Class B comes under 128 to 191 and class C comes under 192 to 223 in their first octets. So IP version 4 is having 32 bits which consists of 4 octets. Okay. So here you can see 10. The first representation of octet is 10. So 10 that comes under class A. Okay. Then 172 that comes under class B. Then 192. So 192 belongs to class C. Then 63 that comes under class A. 128 that comes under class B. Then 208 that comes under class C. So this is how a class can be determined. Next we are going to calculate the subnet bits. So the bits that required for subnetting. So how to calculate this subnet bits? So we are having a formula as CIDR minus default class bits. So CIDR means classless interdomain routing. So it will be given in terms of slash 23, slash 24, slash 28. So these things represents the CIDR. So for every class we are having default class bits. For example, here for class A, the default class bit is 8. So for class B, the default class bit is 16. And for class C, the default class bit is 24. So we should subtract that CIDR with the default class bits. First representation, here this represents a CIDR and for class A, it is 8. So 23 minus 8. The answer is 15. And here, in the next case, we are having the CIDR as 24 and for B the default class bit is 16. So the answer is 8 and here it is 28. So for class C it is 24. So 28 minus 24. The answer is 4. So likewise for this one it is 10. So 18 minus 8 and so for here it is 20 minus 16. The answer is 4 and then here it is 30, the CIDR is 30, so 30 minus for class C it is 24, so 30 minus 24 is 6. This is how the subnet bits are calculated. And the host bits that represent how many host addresses are available. So it can be calculated with the formula of 32 minus given CIDR. Why we are using 32 is because for IP version 4 the total representation is 32. So to calculating the host bit, we are using the 32 as common for all the representation. So this 32 minus CIDR for all cases. So here 32 minus CIDR is 23. So the answer is 9. Here 8. So here 32 minus 28, that is 4. And here 32 minus 18, the CIDR. So it is 14. And here it is 12. And finally this 32 minus 30 is 2. So this is how the host bits can be calculated. Then to calculate the total number of subnets, we are using the formula of 2 to the power of subnet bits. So 2 to the power of subnet bits that represents the total number of subnets. So here 2 to the power 15. So that 15 can be available from this subnet bits. Okay. So here it is 2 to the power of 15, and here in the next case it is the subnet bit is 8. So 2 power 8, and here it is 2 power 4, 2 power 10, and 2 power 4, and 2 power 6. So the answer for the 2 power 15 is 32,768. So this is the total number of subnets for this case. Likewise, the same for everyone. Then finally, the number of hosts. The number of hosts can be calculated with the formula of 2 to the power of host bits minus 2. So why we are minusing the 2 is, here we subtracting the network address and the broadcast address. So 2 to the power of 9 minus 2, that is 510. Okay. So then 2 to the power of 8 minus 2, because here the host bit is 8. So 2 power 8 minus 2, that is 254. Okay. Then here in this case it is 2 power 4 minus 2, then 2 power 14 minus 2, then 2 power 12 minus 2 is 4094. Finally 2 power 2 minus 2, that is 4. So this is how the number of hosts can be calculated. So now you can understand about the IP addressing concepts of how the number of subnets and the number of hosts can be identified. Thank you for watching the video.